Hello everyone, this is Thomas Pepin NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin and let's play some NHL. We are on Season 2, Episode 5. So the second season of managing the Toronto Maple Leafs. In case you didn't see last season, we finished with the President's Trophy, so first place in the league from the regular season. Went up 3 games to nothing in our first round and then lost 4 straight and got eliminated. So pretty unlikely and annoying outcome of the first season, but hopefully better this time around. We, we're partway through the season, as you can see here, 58 games, I guess it is. We just finished doing trades to sort out our depth players, so we needed 2 new fourth liners because the people we traded for at the beginning of the season weren't good enough. And I forget how I started that sentence. I do that often. So yeah, we got 2 forwards to fix our fourth line, and then an extra forward, so our 13th forward. We also got our 6th and 7th defenseman because our 6th defenseman wasn't doing well enough. And so that's all sorted. So we should have as good of a team as we could possibly have going into, the trade deadline and eventually the playoffs. So no more moves to make, I believe. And now I'm just trying to figure out if there was in fact anything I needed to do still. It was just yesterday, but I can't recall. So well, let's just take a look to check. So we have an injury right now. All our forwards are sorted. We have an injury on defense, but all our defense are sorted. We have no more trades of depth players, I don't believe. Oh, maybe I should have considered trading goalies, but I think they're all doing okay, except for Wedgwood. I haven't checked this recently. That's pretty good for... They're both pretty good for our AHL guys, so that's fine. Kempney we want. Allard is good. Capobianco's good. McEachran's good. Fitzgerald, I thought was, yeah. And then Walensky's good. Okay. So, yeah, I think that is it. Oh, I should check. I think we've unloaded everybody, but if there's any draft picks for this season. So we know that we're going to trade the Pittsburgh pick at the draft because it's not going to get worse in value. It can only get better, so it's better to wait. Yeah, so I guess that's it. I guess we can get to everything. Thompson's still supposed to be our starter, I believe. Or it's Stolar's now. Well, I guess I'm remembering wrong, so Stolar's it is. Injuries, we already sorted out all that. So I think we're all good. So let's go. A loss. I think that's the last loss Stollers can have. Wait, so Stolarz would have played. No, so I think he's got one more loss, maybe. No, maybe not. I don't think so, actually. In any case, we have to sim forward. That was an away game. There shouldn't be any new injuries. Heg's almost back. Oh, I didn't realize that we've gone through enough where he's nearly back, so that's good news. Then we're going to switch goalies. So Wedgwood comes in, Thompson also comes in. And then that is that. And then after the next game, I just noticed that. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, I just noticed that we're supposed to be doing our scouting too, so we'll do that. Oh, I should check that. So there were no franchise players, and so as a result, we're not going to draft anybody. So there are still none. So really, in the end, we don't have to do the scouting, but we will all the same. Injuries. I think I just saved this already. I have a bad short-term memory, but whatever, we'll do it again. We win again. Okay, Heg is back, which is good news. We haven't played him yet, because he's been out for a long time. Now he is left shooting left defenseman. So that, well, is he an improvement on Giordano? So from overall, no. 21 points in 60 versus 13 and 45. Well, I mean, worst case, we just see how he works out, and then we can choose whoever we want. Orlov has been good. Dobson. Look at that, plus 34. That's crazy. Theodore plus 27, 18, 19. Wow. Okay, and that should have automatically changed all the lines, but we'll double check. We won't do anything else yet. So 90% sold. Now we need to. So the way I've found to get the best results is just to minimize the prices for all these. seems like it doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. And then it's better to sell more at a lesser price than it is to sell none at a higher price. And we already have a whole bunch of sales in the bag, so really in the end, I mean, it's the last 10% of sales that we're trying to do, so yeah. Now I don't know if I should adjust the marketing as well. Maybe I should. Yeah. Merchandise sales and local popularity. You know what? Let's keep it as is. We'll do a test of this too. So what we tried last season is essentially putting general advertising to 0. I think it was 5 in the end we settled on, and 95 for season tickets. But with season tickets, we adjusted the prices at the beginning and then I think minimized it eventually. So what we're going to see is if we can get all of our sales, so basically 100% sold of season tickets with 50%. If not, then we know we need to do a higher percentage next season. So as long as I can remember all that stuff. We are not doing anything. There's no point in going into it because we're not doing anything. Okay, so we did that. Oh, I think I wasn't supposed to sim through that. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to. It's not all that critical anyways. I think we would have had to have gone into that home game anyways. Okay. So we need to, it says we don't have enough money. Oh, I should have just done it from that screen anyways. So put that up slightly, save. Repair this. Just a slight bit more. Cool, so that's all good. And prices. Oops. And that's all good still, that too, so everything's set. Now injuries. One thing I should have checked, because the way I could have decided on my defenseman is Giordano's numbers since he's been with us. 1 point plus 6 in 5 games. So we'll still take him out, but he might go back in. Wedgwood stays in. Oh, and scouting, I gotta do that. Oh, whoops. I think this guy's been scouted maybe 20 times already. So we don't really need to do it, but let's just go through the motions. And maybe I should have just reminded, so we're only scouting the top, 40, because at this point in the season, there's not going to be anybody coming from 60th overall coming into the top 30. So yeah, we're pretty certain in who the potential picks are, and I mean, we're not going to make the pick, but we're still going to go through the motions as if we are. We did scouting, so now we're done. So up until the playoffs, basically all we're doing is just managing injuries and stuff while in scouting. So we are good to go. Giroux. Use. Now this is actually in question. So 46, 34. So Bjorkstrand, I think, makes the most sense. And I think Gambro's been our best guy. 8 and 23 plus 6. And Foligno hasn't been good. Yeah. So, and who's better on face-offs? I think it's negligible in the end. So Gambrel comes up. I don't even know if we have a replacement right now. And I don't think we have the cap space to even pull anybody up, which would mean then we'd have to send Beaulieu down. I don't think anybody's going to claim him, so I think we're safe. And if somebody does, we still have 2 extra depth guys, so it's not the end of the world. Huh? Why? That doesn't make sense. Because if we can keep Beaulieu, then why shouldn't we be able to get a guy that's even cheaper? Okay, well, we'll deal with that, and I guess Beaulieu's going to play forward. I think he's actually, because I followed the Jets, well, they're my favorite team, but I followed them more closely in the past, and I'm pretty sure he's played forward before. At least temporary. Oh, and we've got Giordano, actually. I think that makes more sense. So we'll do that. He shoots left. Yeah, that's fine. Hughes, and then who? So if Bjorkstrand went there. I don't really want to play around with the lines too much, so what we'll do is just put Bedard in. Hughes and Pacioretty. Chubrov, Bjorkstrand, Hughes. Pacioretty. Draisaitl, Kane. Draisaitl, Hughes. Draisaitl, Hughes. We don't have any other centermen, I don't think. '83. 86 actually is serviceable. So I guess Bedard's going to play penalty kill. That was never expected. Kane, Draisaitl, Pacioretty, Hughes. Shurov, whoops, and Dard. Pacioretty, Hughes. Slavin. And that looks good to me. Chubarov comes up, and then I think it's Buchnevich. That's that replacement, I think. That's it. Okay, so we got a back-to-back. Now we got to figure out who's going to play what. They have a losing record, they have a winning record, so it is whoever's in currently plays the losing record, and then the worst goalie in the rotation plays the harder team. So that was that. Let's check injuries. So that's a short injury, which is good news. Then goalies. It's Wedgwood first. And again, if you haven't heard previously, my strategy for assigning goalies on back-to-backs is always put at least technically, or whatever, at the current moment, the best goalie against the worst team to get points in the bag, and the worst goalie against the better team, and then just hope that you win. That's my strategy. It's better points in the bag than to assume you're going to get a win with a bad team that you're playing against. That's my opinion. That's a good start. When's Lawton out till April 1? It's not too bad. It's just before the playoffs. Now we flip our goalies. It's already done for us. Shootout loss. That sucks. Giroux's back, so now we gotta undo all the things we just did. Annoying. He goes here. He goes here. Let's see how he's done. So no extra points from playing forward. Giroux comes back in. Lines look fine. Let's see how Hag's been doing. 1 assist plus 2. That's so far better than Giordano, so that's good. Hughes goes over. Drew in. Still the same. Oops. Cool. Didn't I have... That's what it was. You know what? We're going to change this. Because Hughes is a better playmaker, so he should be playing forward. Extra attacker stays. And Giroux comes back in. Wedgwood comes in. So we got another back-to-back. So Wedgwood in 1, Thompson in 2. All right. What's his story? Nope. Yeah, just making sure the prices are still fine. Next is injuries. No. Thompson's in. Oh. So I think we'll be able to finish the regular season this stream at least. Maybe, I mean, that's the hopes at the moment. I think Orlov goes up. Giordano comes in. So Haig. Slavin. Orlov. I think that's it. It's a pretty big luxury to have Giordano as our seventh defenseman, because like right there, we can slot him right in, and there shouldn't be a huge drop off in our performance. So big improvement versus the beginning of the season. I think that was a home game, but we're not doing anything else, I don't think. Then injuries. And they're both back before the playoffs, so that's good. Was that an away game? I think it was. Yeah. Now we gotta undo everything we just did, which is annoying. I think that's it. Decent stats. I have a feeling he's not going to fit, and he doesn't. Oh wait, what am I doing? See, we can zoom a lot quicker through stuff when we don't have to worry about trades and all that. Still with the injuries, you got to manage that, but it's not too bad. Okay, so we're finally getting healthy enough where we have too many players, so we need to move Beaulieu. We have no choice in the matter. Five, six, seven. Let's wait for a day. I want to see. Oh, and the other thing, I want to see what our attendance is on a home game that we lose at the moment. That was a home game, okay. So we'll check that in this. Oh, we got down that low? I thought we still had time. That's my bad. Yikes. Oh, but I didn't really have any time to do it. Uh, huh. Well, I should have done it a day earlier. But whatever. Deal with it. Good. So I'm glad I checked that because I hadn't been checking it. So we had a loss and we're still selling out. So, I mean, maybe I could increase the prices, but we'll just leave it. Okay, so that's done. And I didn't do the lines because I wanted to make sure nobody else got injured. So now I can. So it goes let's go Bedard at center. Foligno comes out for Lawton. And I have some other stuff to do. So we are going to put a Lawton here. $87. That's pretty good. What's Bjorkstrand? 87 as well. 83 endurance. 84. Wow. So Chubarov's already moving into preferred territory, coming because the season he started at 80 overall and he's at 86 now. That's pretty huge of a difference. Oh, it's a lot, and that comes in here. Yeah. We did change everything, right? Yes. Okay. So now we need to rotate the goalies. Oops. That's already done. Stolarz comes in. That's that. Oh, we might have to scout now too. I haven't paid enough attention. Yeah. The reason why I still go through the motions is because you never know. We could, in theory, get stuck with the pick. So just in an abundance of caution. Oh, okay. Done. I did everything else, I think, right? Yeah. We just got rid of them, and we don't need them. What's his story? Doesn't, he's a bit old. I was going to say claim him to trade him, but no, not in his case. And I have to remember to do those other repairs soon because we're getting to past the point soon. Only fits our power play lines. So, sorry. Oh, something I should have been monitoring. Oh, Penguins have moved up in the standings. Well, they're not getting worse, that's for sure. Loss. Oh, I should check that before I do anything else. So it is bad and not as bad. So Thompson should stay in. Draisaitl, we don't want him to be injured right now. Who fits in the second line? I think Lawton's better than, whoops. Is he the same or better? I think he's better. And Chubarov. Huh. So looks like Lot moves up. Bedard moves up. And then what's his face comes in, Foligno. That's not an ideal change, but I don't think we have much of a choice at the moment. Lawton. We're not going to put Lawton here. We want whoever's best at face-offs. York strand. Nobody's good at them. Heh. Let's go with Bedard. Yeah. Lawton Chubrov. Kane. Wait, no. We'll do Kane. Bedard. Kane. Hughes. I think that's it. Okay, and what was the other thing? I need to do this. good. Oops. Save. We might even get a chunk of the playoffs done at this rate. '25th. So I think he's going to miss the start of the playoffs. That sucks. Yikes. 'And when do I do those other repairs? So that can still wait. That 3. So then we'll do that one after 1, 2. After the first 2 games of the first round, I think that'll make sense. What was I doing again? I think I already did this, but I forget now. Cool. God, another injury now? Okay, so then Gambrel, I guess, is going to play left wing. And we're going to have to put Giordano up. Man, a lot of injuries all at once. That's not good. And right at the playoffs, too. Okay, so if he's not there, then it's Bedard. He's gone up in his overall. That's good news. Should we? I think we'll keep it. Actually, that's fine. Oh, but I need to... So Hughes is the finisher. Lawton and who? Bjorkstrand, I think. Yeah. Keane, Bedard, Patrick Giroux, Hughes. I guess Buchnevich. Bjorkstrand and Lawton. Actually, no, I think that's right. Okay, which one's worse? Back to back to back? I don't think the NHL ever does that. That's interesting. Okay, so then 45 and 7, 46, 47. I guess we're gonna just decide as we go, so we'll do backup first though. Oh wait, I want to check injuries. So it goes Stolarz first. Okay, so Stolarz. Then Thompson. Oh wait, I have to do our scouting too. Cool, so that's done. We can save. Okay, and then they both won, so then that means we go back to Stolars. Nice. Okay. So let's just see where we sit. Oh, might as well do this. Even though I have to go double check afterwards. Okay, so regular season is done. Where do we sit? So it says we clinched, I think, conference. Whoa, yeah. I think the same thing happened last season. So I think we beat out the other team for President's Trophy by like a point. And so this is back-to-back President's Trophies, which is really, I think, very good. Now, the ownership was mad with us last season because of our playoff performance. So last season we were supposed to get to the third round. So that's the conference final. And this season, the expectation is to win the Stanley Cup, which is obviously not realistic. But that's how it is. So we'll see how we can do. Okay, and then so goals for per game, we led the league. In the end, not by as crazy of a margin as we had previously. I think we were ahead by like 0.2 or 0.4 last time we checked. And then goals against per game were third. So our differential, let's see who else is at the bottom there, the Kings. So it's not even close. We lead in goal differential by more than, and over I combine the two words, by more than a goal per game, which is very good. So that's great. Power play, we sit fourth, which is pretty good. Penalty kill, we sit 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14th. So not bad. Middle of the pack, that's fine. So I have to say I'm pretty happy with the result. 2 President's Trophies. Now the problem is the President's Trophy curse. So how far are we going to get in the playoffs is that's the question. So our points, leaders, everything's gone as expected. Look at the goals distributed between the players here. It's no wonder why we led in goals for per game. Like, look at that. That's pretty crazy. And I mean, a rookie, 23 goals in his first season. And Bedard playing mostly fourth line minutes. Those are pretty good stats. So, quite good. Goalies, very mediocre and all pretty much the same. So, what we're going to do, last season we started with our worst goalie. We're just going to continue our rotation. And I think because everybody's been equal, we're just going to give, as soon as you lose, you're out. I think that makes the most sense. Excluding if you have a stretch of wins, maybe there might be a bigger or a longer leash, but that kind of is what screwed us last playoff. So we're going to have to see what happens here. So all that is done. We can advance. The playoffs start right away. Okay, and then so we are going to be missing two of our important players right off the hop. And so if we don't have a good start, we could be in trouble even when we get the guys back, but we'll have to see. So first, before I forget, I have to do our playoff ticket prices. So we're just going to go back to last year's numbers. And we didn't have enough games to really see what the oh, wait. So good thing I kept records of our attendance. So actually, I think I might have our optimal or close to it pricing. So that was that. So we'll go down one. That was that. We'll go down two. Go down one. Go down one. Oh, wait, I didn't finish that last one. Give me a sec here. So 169, 268, 364. Oh, this is supposed to be 479. Good thing I double checked. Okay, so prices are done. Marketing, we don't touch. Income statement. Operations, no. Let's just make sure everything's still in repair. So I got to remember after our first two games to do maintenance. So that's done. Let's just, I'll come back to it. Injuries, no new ones. Stolarz is supposed to be in net. Nothing. Okay, so we're good to save. And then just before we start simming, I'm going to take a look at the ownership goals just to get a refresher. So we did our concession upgrade. We're supposed to win the Stanley Cup, yeah, right? Happiness to 95 is completely dependent on how we do in the playoffs, so I have no real control. 6 home playoff games, so that means we need to get to the second round because we'll get 4 in the first, and then that's it, so we can hit that. I think combined, if we get to the second round, we'll hit 95 in happiness, but that remains to be seen. So, fingers crossed, let's see how we do. We start with a loss, but the good news about that is we automatically know that we're switching goalies. So we're not doing the maintenance yet. That sold out, sold out, sold out, and sold out. So we can try going, go up by 2. And I'm just going to record this 2039. That was 6-8. That's 949. 364, and it was 560. 479, that was 406. Okay. Should I change? No, Bedard can't even go up in the line anyways. Alright, so we're stuck with that. Thompson comes in, Wedgwood replaces, and that's that. Save. And I have to remember repairs after this game. OT win. Thankfully. I mean, we lost our home ice advantage, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so this we repair. Good. Let's check our prices. still selling out across the board, so we'll go buy 2 more. Seven, 1, 7, 0, 6, 6, and 8, 1. Cool, so that's all good. No new injuries, and we should have, I think it was Draisaitl back after this game, which is going to be helpful. Thompson's supposed to be in. Oh, and I, I should comment because it's semi-relevant and kind of funny, I guess. So the goalie that went up 3 games and then lost 3 of the 4 for us to be eliminated after being up 3-0 was Holtby, and we got rid of him. So at least we got rid of the guy that was involved in that big loss. In the end, it's because he didn't, he wasn't good enough, really, but also it's kind of good. Oh, maybe should have advanced the day before, but let's just double check they didn't switch the lines while goalie's on us. No, okay. All right. Oh, it's Chubarov that's back. Well, I'm not going to edit the lines yet because we don't know if there's anything else that's happened. We got a win, which is good news. Upgrade and maintain, we don't do. Prices, no. Injuries is what I wanted to check before changing the lines. So we got 2 days till we get Draisaitl. Well, I think it's technically 3 because it's the day after the end date, I think. So Thompson's been on a roll, which is good news. Lawton has to stay there. Let's get an update on who's doing what right now. So 1 point, not bad. 1 goal, not bad. He's not even supposed to be playing there, so we will take him out. Chubarov comes in. I should check up on our defense too. So Haig, that's fine. Nothing is better than worse than nothing. Orlov is okay. Power play. What do we do? We're going to have to keep Lawton. Oh, no. We can move Bedard to the first power play. I think that's actually a good idea. How's he done? Oop. Correction. We won't move him because he's a minus and Lawton has points. So we'll scratch that. Hughes goes over. Chubarov comes back. we're going to switch this to Lawton then. And Chubarov will come in. Oh, and I got to change the strategy. So it's how's he with his puck handling? So he's just the shooter. So finisher is Chubarov. Hughes does the rest. Chubarov, finisher, Hughes. Good. Lawton, Bjork. No, it's Lawton, Chubarov. Giroux, Pacioretty, Hughes, Kane. Hughes, Lawton, Giroux, Kane, and we're going to get Bedard off the ice because I don't trust him at the moment. Pacioretty, Giroux, Hughes, Chubarov. Kane. I'm going to put Lawton back in. Hughes, Giroux, Pacioretty. Then Chubarov can come back. Then this is Chubarov. That's that. Goalies is still Thompson. Okay, and then so I think Draisaitl comes back next game, right? Yeah. We won't put him in yet. I want to see again what happened. We had a win. That's good. I'm not getting ahead of myself because we saw what happened last season. We're doing good, but it ain't over till it's over. Okay, so I don't touch that. I want to check injuries. So we're actually healthy, which is good timing, good news. Now we can go back to our previous lines, and Bedard hasn't been doing as he should have. He's got 2 goals. Maybe I'll keep Foligno in. He's got 1 assist. He's a -1. So what's the poise on these guys? 81, 85, 78. So what we'll do then is, even though Richie has a point, we're going to take him out and keep Foligno just because of the poise. Draisaitl comes back in. So that's that. He's done well in replacement. I'm happy with Lawton. So that's good there. That's good there. Tricidal comes back. That's good. Oh, I gotta see. Good thing I came back to this accidentally. So it is Tricidal's the setup guy. Good. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So penalty kill is Lawton Chubrov is correct. Pacioretty, and it's supposed to be Hughes. And then Kane, Draisaitl. This is Draisaitl. Lawton, Giroux. Draisaitl. Giroux. Actually, we do want that. And then Hughes, Chubrov. Kane. Draisaitl. Chavich. Hughes, Giroux, Pacioretty. Bjorkstrand. How is he done? 1 goal -2. 87, 87. Yeah, there's enough of a difference. Extra attacker is supposed to be Draisaitl. Shootout, although it's not going to happen, is Draisaitl. Thompson still in. Okay, so that's all done. And as soon as we get to the next round, hopefully that we do, I need to do the repairs. We win. Okay, so I need to do I do repairs right away? So we went 5 games. I think that's going to be the longest possible stretch for repairs. So we will do that. Oh, never mind. So it's going to have to be after the first 2 games. That's okay. Prices. We just played a home game. I'll celebrate about getting past the first round in a second. I just want to get this, all the homework done first. Let's go up by 2s. So that's 173, 272, 368, and 483. Okay, so that's good. Everything else is fine. So upgrade prices, injuries, hopefully none. Good. Don't edit lines yet. We will do scouting So in the off season, we'll do it after each round. Of course, hopefully that we get past rounds. Mm. It's funny, for one of those players they had, similar player was Theo Fleury, and I know who that is, but do kids nowadays know who that is? I have a feeling a lot wouldn't, and especially they might know the name, but they would have no idea what the playing style is like. And in case you don't know, it's, I guess, how would you best describe it? Skill and grit. So who would be similar nowadays? Who would be similar nowadays? Well, the first thing that came to mind was, what's his name from Montreal? Gallagher, but he's got Fleury for his time. I would say I've had more skill, more speed. Who's a small, gritty, annoying guy? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think of it, actually. I'd have to go and look through players. And I mean, we're not doing that right now. So, anyways, he was a small, fast, gritty, skilled player. Yeah. So we did scouting. And I think that's it that I do for now. Then the rest I do after we sim up to the next round. Oh, we're nearly done the stream, so maybe I should save some of the playoffs until next stream. Should we do another round? You know what? I don't think we will. I think we'll stop after one. So we did all that. We have no injuries. Let's make sure about goalies. Thompson's in, and we can save again. All right, so Pittsburgh got eliminated. They were, I think, like second best in the league or something. I think then that means technically our draft pick gets worse, which is good news. So what should I start with? Okay, so is this going to be the playoff tree? There it is. So we, like I said previously, we finished with the President's Trophy again. The curse at least didn't apply to the first round, and the playoffs are still young, so if we lose this round, then the curse is still alive. If we win this round, well, actually, sorry. So the Leafs curse about only getting past the first round, that was true last season, which would have been this season, and they actually broke it. So technically, for me being GM, the curse of not getting past the first round stayed, and then we broke it this season instead of this actual season in the real world. And so anyway, so we broke that curse now, and then now we're in the second round playing against Tampa, which is, a Toronto fan's worst nightmare. I mean, they beat them in real life this season, so in the game, it's not too far-fetched to think we could beat them, but we won't get ahead of ourselves. We have the first round pick for Pittsburgh, who I think, like I said, I think they finished second in the league behind us. And so thankfully that draft pick goes down. As long as I understand the draft pick, how it changes with the playoffs, I think it does. I'm nearly certain it does. So anyways, so that should be good news. And just to look at everybody, Washington upset Pittsburgh, and then Carolina upset the Devils. Tampa was supposed to win, and so they did win. So the two home teams, what would you call it? First seeds like the top seeds of their matchup, they went through on our bracket and not in the other bracket. On the other side, in the Western Conference, Minnesota moved on, and the Canucks upset Winnipeg. Oilers upset Vegas, and then Calgary won. So in each side of the bracket, there's one upset, one favorite goes on. So basically on both sides of the NHL, Eastern and Western, two lower seeds went through and two higher seeds went through. So anyway, so that's how things have gone. Now it's actually worth it to go over because we actually, moved on. But again, that's just the start. We gotta keep her going. So far, our points leaders for our team in the playoffs. Kane, 7 points in 5 games, and then after that, pretty much everybody's not doing that great. Chubarov's over a point per game, but he's only played 2 games, and then likewise for Draisaitl, 2 points in 1 game that he's been in. So both the guys that came back from injury have played well, which is good news. Otherwise, everybody's kind of done mediocre. Nobody's done excessively poorly. Bedard was, I think, a -4 last time I checked, and now he's a -1. He's either -2 or -4. And in any case, now he's only -1, which is fine, and he's got a goal, so that's good news. But he's in his correct role at the moment. He's supposed to be 4th line. So that's good. Goalies. We've only had, Stolar started the playoffs with a loss. Still good save percentage, 942. And then Thompson came in and won 4 in a row, 962, which is extremely good. So that's what we need. Everybody to be firing on all cylinders, and it looks like they are. So good news. Fan happiness is good. So the target was 94, if I'm not mistaken. 95. So if we can, have a decent round, even if we lose, we'll probably meet that goal. But of course, hopefully we move on. So I think that's it. So yeah, everything's going relatively well at the moment. I mean, obviously very well, but I don't want to get too optimistic because things can easily turn around. So yeah, so we'll leave it there. If you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. Channel homepage has upcoming streams. The next ones, which I still haven't scheduled yet, but I will hopefully schedule very soon, are post-draft. So after both days of the draft, I'm going to do a recap. And then after a few days of free agency, I'm going to do those. So those will be scheduled. You can see that on the channel homepage. Things that I can't schedule ahead of time, at least on the platform. Franchise mode is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So we still have 1 day left of this stretch of 4 days in a row, which is going to be perfect timing because we'll be able to finish the playoffs. So we'll do that tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then, as always, Be a Pro is as I feel like it. And I thought I might have had time today, but turned out not having time. So maybe another time. And any comments, leave them in the comments, suggestions. Likewise, and one last thing I forgot to compare is this season versus last season. I believe last season was better from the regular season at least, but just give me a second. I'm going to find that. So last season, no, we actually did better this season. So last season was 48, 24, and 10. This season, 51, 24, and 7. So more wins, less ties, which turns out being more points. So we've improved. I mean, there wasn't much room for improvement, and we've also improved in how far we've gone in the playoffs. So things are going well for now. I don't want to be too optimistic. So anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. And thanks for